Big moment. Oh, this is it. It's happening! Hey everyone, Collector Dexter here, and I'm not in the laboratory. I'm in Prime Studio apartment. The lab's going under some renovations, and he's out shopping for grubs or whatever Kabutops eat. So I figured I'd use this time to film a little video, something that means something a lot to me. Now, I am a huge Nintendo fan, specifically of the Nintendo Switch and the Joy-Con that come with them. Now, I don't have every single special edition Nintendo Switch, but I do have every single Pokemon variant. As you can see, I've got the Scarlet and Violet one right here. I've got the BDSP and Sword and Shield Nintendo Switch Lites. Very, very handy on the go. And of course, I've got that OG Pokemon Switch, the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee edition one. You know, it's got some okay decals on it, not quite like the Scarlet and Violet one, but really like the Joy-Con colors. Wish they would have made the other variants of them, but, you know, can't always get what you want. But with that being said, I did not have every Pokemon Special Edition Nintendo Switch until now. See, right before the launch of Pokemon Sword and Shield, Nintendo and Pokemon collaborated with Fragment for the Thunderbolt Project, which hosted a variety of products from all-black plushies to some pretty sweet clothing. But the most interesting one was the limited edition Nintendo Switch they made. Now, not just anybody could get their hands on this, as it was only available for a week at the Shibuya Parco pop-up store. There were such limited quantities that it's really hard to figure out exactly how many were made, but this website claims that around 500 were made, which I can imagine being pretty close to true. And it only got more rare as the years went on, as I felt sure that the people that actually wanted to try and sell theirs had already done so by now. But even with that said, with how expensive it was and how hard it was to find, I did end up procuring this ever-elusive Pokemon Nintendo Switch. And it's right here. I don't want to talk about how much this costs. My friend 21 Savage can let you know in very simple terms how much it costs. Mr. Savage, how much did this cost?
A lot.
Yeah. It was a lot. I had to ship this bad boy from Japan, and yeah, I just want to hurry up and get into this because it's been something that's been on my mind, on my radar for quite a while now. So yeah, let's just get right on into this thing, and right off the bat, seems like a very, very standard Nintendo Switch. So yeah, when you look in the box, it does just look like a standard Nintendo Switch. You've got these nice Joy-Con here, and they're just so awesome to have. I really do love these things, even if they are just plain gray Joy-Con with very, very minor differences. You got those little logos, the Thunderbolt Project logo, and then you got a little Pikachu there. They are pretty cool. I really enjoy having these, and they finally complete the collection that I've started, and I'm just so unbelievably excited to finally have these things. Now, when taking a look at the back of the console, it's pretty standard. It's the original Switch. Sure, you've got this little logo on the back, but nothing special. It's just a standard Switch. Now, I want to take a look at this with the whole thing put together. Put both the Joy-Cons on, just to get a good look, and it's kind of what you expect. It's a gray Switch. It's the standard base model Switch with just a few extra logos on it. But for me, it was never really about having the Switch itself. It was always about getting these absolutely rare Joy-Con. Now, taking a look into the box, we've got a few more cool things to talk about, starting with this Switch carrying case, which was a real nice surprise to actually come included in the box. It has a real solid feel to it, and as you can see, it's got all of those Fragment and Thunderbolt Project logos all over it. And on the inside, it's got a little flap cover that you can fit 5 games into, so not bad for quick trips on the go with your Switch. It's definitely one that I'll use whenever taking my OLED over to a friend's house, as it's not really necessary for my Switch Lite. Now, the final thing we'll be talking about today is the dock, as the charger and HDMI cables are certainly not Pokemon branded. Once we get through all of these wrappings, you can see that the dock is also not super special, just being your standard dock with the addition of the collaborative logos on it. I'm definitely a much bigger fan of the newer docks that come with the OLED, as the built-in LAN adapter is just so good to have. Now, some people would ask, was this worth the purchase? And for me personally, yeah, I'd say it was. It completes my Joy-Con collection, aside from the Labo Joy-Con, but I don't think anyone's gonna donate those to me anytime soon or give me $150,000 to get them, so, you know, I'll settle for these being my most valuable set of Joy-Con. Now, what I will say is, do I wish they were not just gray Joy-Con with very, very tiny little logos on the bottom? Yeah, I wish they were different colored. Maybe have more decals all over them, kind of like how they did with the Scarlet and Violet Switch. And I dropped one. But, you know, you don't always get what you want. But no matter what, I'm still pretty happy that I finally got my hands on this. But I think that's all the time I have. I can hear Prime coming through the door, and I really don't want him to mess up this recording with all his disgusting bug food that he eats. So I'm going to leave you all with great haste, but if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more content from Version Exclusive, and until next time, have a good day.